Morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. How are the hi-fi people? What do we have today? Something small to show you, but a fun piece of gear. JVC SEA-10 control system. Looks like an equalizer. Is it an equalizer? It is an equalizer. But what does the SEA stand for? Sound effect amplifier. Show you a little switch. Once again, I like it. Isn't that amazing? Small LED light in it. Or maybe not LED. It's a bulb. This is 1977. LED was not common. It is an equalizer. They called it a sound effect amplifier control system. Model SE-10 was made between 1977 and 1978. You can control plus minus 12 dB. You hear that? Lovely. It weighs 3 kilograms. That's quite heavy for a small box like this, but it's all made of metal. Lovely metal sliders and push buttons and a switch. This was a perfect equalizer for a reputation not to introduce any humming or noise. It's a hum-free, noise-free equalizer. Equalizers can put in noise into the signal path. You might be able to play with sliders in an equalizer and boost up the bass, boost up the mids, boost up the high frequencies, but you're introducing a lot of noise as well. This small guy had a reputation in the 70s to give you some control over the sound, and that's why they called it a sound effect amplifier. These sliders are very sensitive. One click and you hear a difference. One small click up or down, you hear a difference. It has a nice feature here where you can sort of cut off the 60 hertz at the bottom or cut off the 15 kilohertz at the top. So these were nice features to have. Sound effect amplifier record. You want to engage this when you're recording on tape, and it has a tape monitor to monitor the effect on the tape. Now when this is engaged, the sound effect amplifier record button, as you move these sliders, even one notch up and down, you're going to see the impact on the VU meters on your tape deck or open reel, and you will listen to that difference. So it sort of tells you where to stop in the graphic equalizer. So engineering, you can basically tune the signal as per your choice while recording, and when you're sure what you like, you can just sort of lock it in there and then do your recording the way you prefer. I have it here just in off. I like to monitor, but I don't record using this. I've never felt the need of an equalizer, even of this caliber, to record on tape. While I'm playing a flat recorded tape, I do play with this just to enjoy what one notch can do. One notch up and down of these 5 bands, taking you from down to 40 hertz up to 15 kilohertz. So it's a nice to have equalizer, but it's more of a nifty 5-band equalizer, and it's not a common equalizer which you can see on the market even in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. This had some professional features to these sliders. A little bit that I know about it, I'll just tell you that it didn't have the operational amplifier gyrators. Basically, behind these sliders in a standard equalizer, you've got these operational amplifier gyrators. They're basically just a bunch of capacitors, not even capacitors, resistors. And they're electronically allowing you to mess around with the frequency range. This one is a little different. They used what they call the LC network for band filters. And this was a combination of inductors and capacitors. So there's more of an analog, more of a refined tuning behind these sliders, which makes every notch up and down give you a sort of different experience. And I've got other equalizers which don't have this kind of engineering. And I don't use any of the equalizers, even this. Like I just mentioned, I mean, after I record something, I can sort of play around just to hear the difference. But I don't use it to in record mode. I don't use this button at all. It's there as a piece to play with, but I mean, that's my preference. You all have we all have different preferences. Some people like to sort of fine tune the signal the way they like, the way it's pleasing to their ears, and they use the sound effect amplifier in record mode to capture that on tape. So, and that's why it was built. That's why that button is here. Again, not the typical operational amplifier gyrators. It doesn't have those resistors and electronics behind it, which are sort of, let me say, artificially impressing the listener. Something like that. It doesn't have that artificial tune to it. It has an actual sound effect amplifier, and that's why it's called the Sound Effect Amplifier Control System, SEA-10. 5 bands, but each notch in each band really changes the signal and makes it a very pleasing to hear device, and to some pleasing to record as well. I mean, I totally respect anyone who would use this while recording. Why not? I mean, if that rocks your boat, why not? I'm just a flat neutral audio listener. I don't like to play with bass, treble or equalizer. I do like to play with sound processors. I'll come to that on another video, and I'll explain why I like playing with that. But equalizer, bass, treble, tone controls, I am a flat flat listener. So, I mean, there's not much I can say about this, but It's a nifty 5-band equalizer with different engineering in this small box. Hope you liked it. If you know more about it, do share in the comments. Thank you very much. See you on the next one. Vinyl is final. Bye for now.